The historic role of government and business. In the last lesson, we looked at the nature of business and what good businesses provide for us as members of society. Businesses create the material goods that help us survive and thrive. They do this for a price, to be sure, but one that we gladly pay because their products enhance our lives in countless numbers of ways. Human interactions are not always peaceful and beneficial. To be so, they must be free and uncoerced. A seller must be honest and forthright, for instance, and both parties must hold up their ends of the bargain. Failing to honor contracts, engaging in theft, and dealing with others by force are all forms of coercion that must be banished from the marketplace for it to function properly. And this is what America's founding fathers believed the purpose of government was for. The primary role of government, they believed, is to banish physical force from the marketplace and from all human affairs. A good government would permit only retaliatory force. It would use its monopoly on force to protect its citizens from aggressors to establish peace. All governments hold a monopoly on the use of physical force over some geographic area. But a just government uses their power, their guns, tanks, prisons, etc., only to stop and punish those who initiate violence on others. With the power to create laws, arbitrate disputes, arrest citizens, and go to war with foreign countries, government can be a very dangerous thing. But if instituted properly, a government is an incredibly positive element in society. In establishing peace and protecting its citizens' basic rights, individuals in society can work more and worry less about their safety and security. America's founding fathers recognized this, and it is what led them to form the first nation based on the idea of liberty and freedom for the individual. What transpired was the freest, most prosperous nation in human history. It resulted in a country where individuals of every nationality, ethnicity, and religion could live side by side peacefully and happily. George Washington knew this would happen because he knew what a good government could bring to people with rational, life-affirming values. In a letter written after the Revolutionary War, Washington said, quote, "The foundation of the United States was not laid in the gloomy age of ignorance and superstition, but at an epoch when the rights of mankind were better understood and more clearly defined than at any other period. With the establishment of a peaceful and just government, if the citizens of the United States should not completely be free and happy, then the fault will be entirely their own." Government will have done its job, in other words, creating the necessary foundations upon which individuals can flourish should they put forth the required thought and effort. Since its founding, the United States has progressed in many ways. The documents and philosophy of the Founding Fathers have helped freedom shine in all areas where it has not previously: in interstate commerce, in overseas trade, in abolishing slavery, in winning women the right to vote, in giving minorities equal rights in all affairs, and in the development of patents and copyrights. America's founding documents and political philosophy have given hope and inspiration to oppressed peoples all around the world. But the United States has also seen a steady growth of government, particularly in the last century, beyond its original intent, and this has hampered our economic progress, opportunity, and prosperity. By engaging in increased government intervention into the economy, government has stopped playing the role of policeman and has instead become a meddling participant, picking winners and losers, prohibiting activity it disapproves of, and requiring permission for almost every type of economic activity through permits, approvals, and licenses. Thinkers like Frederick Hayek and Ayn Rand warned what might lie at the end of a road of unlimited government growth. It was a road to serfdom, to quote the title of a famous book by Hayek, and a society, quote, "where the government is free to do anything it pleases, while the citizens may act only by permission," explained Ayn Rand. While initially small and effective, government has turned into an inefficient, sprawling behemoth, covered in red tape. Countless laws and regulations now exist that tell the individual what he can and cannot do. Former President Ronald Reagan warned us of the danger of big government, stating that while it should, quote, "protect us from each other," it has gone today beyond its limits, deciding to protect us from ourselves. In the next video, we will see the ways in which government has overstepped its bounds in the realm of economics, hindering businesses through unnecessary rules and regulations.